So this is a Lunar Cosmos 352. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it all works. The front of the van is your hitch and your handbrake and jockey wheel. This will go through in person and we'll demonstrate how to hook it up to the car when you're here. On the bulkhead of the van, you've got your regulator. This is a duo control one, so what you can do is you can have one gas pipe this side to the gas bottle on this side, and then a gas pipe to the bottle on this side. To control the gas, you can actually flick it over on this valve. Wherever the arrow is pointing, it is the gas bottle the gas is going to run from. You've also got your spare wheel in the front locker. On the side of the van at the front, you've got your wind down leg, as you can see. Then you've got your Truma gas flue, essentially on the side of the van, so that's essentially the same as the flue on the side of your house. You've then got your water pump connection on the side of the van and your water filter, which connects or goes into your aqua. So that's how you fill the water system on board the van. I'll give you a bit more information about that when we go inside. Next up, we've got the locker on the side here, which is your battery box and your mains power connection coming into the side of the van. And as you can see, we're connected up to the power on site over there. Side of the van, you've got your fridge vents, so you've got your one that takes in a bit of cool air and one blows out, or one that takes into cool air and one that blows out the warm air. The wheel nuts we'll talk while you're here on site, so you can see they've been tightened correctly. And then further back on the van, we've got our two grey waste pipes for the grey wastewater. The water that goes in the front of the van has to come out somewhere, and that is just the water from the sink and the shower. Back of the van, you've got your flush tank for the toilet system. So this tank here takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. Then below that, in the cassette underneath, or the locker underneath, you've got your toilet waste cassette. So to pull that out, you pull it out towards you, which I can't do at the moment, it's not got the flap. You've got the neck here to empty the waste through. You take the grey cap off to empty the waste out, and also on the back of there you've got a orange button that will release the pressure out of the cassette, so when you're tipping it away it doesn't spit and spat all over you. In that tank you'll need to put 1 litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid before use. On the back of the van you've got your wind down legs, as you can see. Now you would have all 4 of these down when you're using the caravan on site. Down the front of the van on the far side you've got your barbecue gas point, and then you've got your other wind down leg on the front of the van. We're going to go inside of the van now and show you how the inside works. So we're connected to mains power, as you can see on the outside. We're going to turn the control panel on above the door by hitting the power button just here. So this is your interior lights for the caravan, and then your awning light for outside of the van as well. You've got your power level for the onboard battery here, and when that goes off you can press the button here to show you how much volts you have in the battery. The next thing I'm going to show you is the water system, how to bleed the water system. So you're going to come over to the taps on the caravan. Just lift the plug out for a second. We're going to turn on the taps to the hot side, so they are completely open on the hot side of the water system. And we're then going to do the same with the tap on the sink and the tap on the shower. I'm not going to do that for a moment because I don't want to get the van wet inside, but I'm just going to do the sink one to demonstrate how that works. With your aqua connected on the outside, you can go over to the control panel again above the door. Oh, sorry, before we do that, we're going to check to make sure the drain down valve is shut underneath the seat on the far side of the van, which I can see it is. That little valve there is the drain down and fill valve. So essentially, with the position it's in now, you could fill the water system on board the van. If you lifted it up, the water would come straight back out the bottom of the van, and that is where you drain down the caravan for winter storage. So at the moment we need it in that position. So we're going to go back to the control panel above the door, and we're going to press the water pump here. When the water comes through, which as you can see, it's already coming out of the tap, so the water system is completely bled at the moment, so it already had water in the system. If it hadn't got water in the system, it would spit and splattered to start with, until it got enough pressure and water through the system. And turn them off. When you're at that point and you've got water coming through the van, you can come to the black Truma control panel on the wall. To go into the options, you hit the middle button, or the button here, you press it in. To control the internal temperature of the caravan, as in the heat of the caravan inside, you use the middle button to select the icon in the top left hand corner, which is the camper van symbol, then control the temperature by spinning the dial to where you'd like it to be. To set the temperature, I'm going to leave it off for now because it's quite warm outside. But if you press the button, that will set the temperature for the heating. The next one across is the water temperature. So once you've got the water system filled, you can press the button, and then you can select either Eco, which is around 30 degrees, Hot, which is 60, and Boost for when you are showering. Again, I'm going to leave that turned off for now, even though there's water in the system. But to select it, you press the middle button, and that will be selected. Next one across is the power supply you want the heating and hot water to run on. So you've got either gas on its own, Mix 1, which is 1000 watts of power and gas as a combination, Mix 2, which is 2000 watts of power and gas together, Electric 1, which is 1000 watts of power on its own, and 2 is 2000 watts of power on its own. Here on site we can only run Electric 1, so I'm going to set it on that for now. Next to that, you've got the fan speed, so you click again the middle button and you can select whether it's on, and then you can select the fan speed on the dial just here. The options that you've got on the bottom here, I do advise for these you read the manual that comes with the caravan. The reason for that is if I was going to explain these, it'd take about 3 hours to do, and we haven't got enough time on YouTube for that. For the microwave, it may look like the microwave's turned off at the moment, but it is an eco microwave, so to wake it back up, you press the button here, and as you can see, the microwave comes back on. Again, in the manuals for the caravan, you will find one for the microwave. To operate the fridge, you can select on this dial either 240 mains, as you can see here, and you can control the temperature on this dial on the right hand side. You can select 12 volt for when you're towing, so the fridge works like a cool box, so the beers are nice and cold when you get on site. And then at the bottom here, you've got the option to run on gas. To ignite it on gas, you press in the temperature dial and hit the ignite button on the right hand side here. And when it ignites, the little red line that you see in the window just there will go round into the green. If it has ignited, then it will stay in the green. If it hasn't, I would advise that you go to the hob and bleed the gas system on there, so ignite the hob essentially and let some gas go through to the cooker itself. Once you've done that, the fridge should ignite on gas and you'll be away and ready to go. The cooker, just behind the door, the last thing I'm going to explain on this particular van, works very much like your household cooker. You've got your igniter on the front and your gas controls on there also. The electric ring, which you see at the back here, is 240 only, so that will not work off your 12 volt supply. If you have any further questions on this particular caravan, the Lunar Cosmos 352, then please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company. Thank you very much. Bye bye.